Hello, happy this day, Alliday. This is actually Christmas Day, as we come to know it. I spent most of my sleep meditation, which was last night, trying to calm myself because I have that childlike energy that is always sort of pre this time, right? So Christmas Eve for me has always been an exciting time. And that exciting time, so I took that into my sleep, which means I didn't sleep well. I even did a meditation that was meant to bore me into sleep, so there were words and content included, and it was the history of Christmas. So the point of it was the person speaking, their voice was pretty mundane and flat, and they were doing this with purpose and just kind of going through history and you know, what is celebration and why this day for whatever reason, and culturally and through history, and the streamline through it. And this is what sparked me to not sleep, because as soon as I hear the keywords that draw me into thought, creation starts occurring. So the common thread, the fabric of the holiday is joy, has been joy, will be joy. And regardless, right, wherever we are, what struggles, what strife, what elation, what celebration we go through, joy still kind of is that sort of the tacky, sticky, gluey part that brings us together. What I enjoy about this holiday also is decoration, right? If you've ever been in any of my classes that we have led through and towards and throughout the flow of ornamentation, right? Of adorning, right? So we decorate ourselves by the shape and the posture that we take, and that comes from the joy that keeps us together, right? So that gluey, sticky part of us, and when we notice that, we also glue and adhere to one another. So this is for the way we stick with each other, and then we take shape and form by that feeling of joy, right? So here we are. This is a 20-minute practice. Let's go, right? Close your eyes for just a moment. To close our eyes in a seated posture like this, right? Seemingly still, and the actual description of what makes it difficult to sit in meditation is the rumbling, tumbling, the tickles, the prickles, the sparks of joy that keep us, right, attentive and awake, excited, enthusiastic, right? So meditation never means to take that away. It actually allows us to bring more of our attention to those things without having to storyline, and I believe that's the hard part of once we notice the joy, right, that keeps us away from the focus. But here we can allow that there's a feeling there, and what we're doing in this practice today is nurturing that. So let the feeling be nurtured, right? Care and bring it into your forefront, stroke it, right? Bounce it, expand it, and enjoy. Right? Let your hands come together at your heart. And take a gentle bow to the heart space where we come from, and let's go. So this is my best holiday look that I could come up with, which is probably not my best, but I didn't do laundry this week. And as you know, this is my only practice of the week that I'm posting, so white shorts are like the snow that we got last week that is kind of brown and melty today here in New York City. I'm on my mat. I'm in a different room. I'm trying to make this work so it's very shadowy, but that's okay. I wanted to do this rowy warm-up. I'm gonna put my timer on because I do have something I am making in the oven. Oh dear, can I even do the timer? Yes, I can. All right, hold, there it is. Because if I forget it, it's gonna be, I don't like to serve a sad meal, and I'm already not the most amazing or even enthusiastic chef. So I have to make what I do as cute as possible, right? Okay, so here's our little broy warm-up. So we're gonna start in a high boat. Right, I'm adjusting so I can be in the screen. And you can always bend the knee if this makes it easier to balance, or if your hip flexors are feeling a little bit sort of tight or cranky or pulling. Right, and basically what we're doing, my arms are reaching forward. I'm gonna pull my knees towards the sides of my arms, tuck, 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 and then try to lengthen it out. We're gonna do a few more of these. This is also gonna go into a low boat, so just notice if there's anything behind you. Bend your knees and tuck them towards that wide sides, the outer shoulders. And high V. So you can streamline your high V or keep some hip space between your heels. That's fine too. Here, tuck again. I'm also C-curving and tucking my chin. You're gonna feel this mass sort of toning of your midsection, your all core, right? Alliday core, so that you have nothing to worry about thinking about how much exercise you do or don't do, or maybe if you have to eat an extra cookie and need not to sort of think about that too long, because your body will be fine and your shape is great. Again, pull the knees in, push the fingers out. This one is gonna go a little bit more dramatically to a low boat. Right, so heels are off the floor, it's over the shoulders, a little hollowing of the belly, so sucking it in at the belly button. Okay, come up and go for those deep knee bends, and then low boat. Right, that nice hollowing. You might feel that there's like a little rocking horse going on here, which is actually fine to do. Come up one more time. Ooh. And lower, right? So low boat, little sort of, it's like a little rocking horse of a curve, but it stays pretty constant in its shape. When you come up, whew, feet go to the floor. All right, a little quickie twist. You're gonna take your knees to the left, and I'm lifting my left arm to the sky. Right arm can just kind of drape down to the right knee. Okay, inhale through center, exhale to the right. Now it's my right arm up, left hand down. This is just a spacious twist, not too aggressive. Inhale through the center, pull the knees, wide shoulders, and take this down low boat. All right, now you're gonna lift your arms over the head and over your left shoulders. Legs stay constant, but roll a little bit to the outside of the left shoulder. And then back through center, up through wide knees, and back down to your low boat. One time to the right, into the wall, over the shoulders. I have to bend my elbows, rolling towards the outside of the right upper arm. Legs are still constant. Okay, this is taking us up, knees bend, feet to the floor. Whew. Now cross the ankles, right? You're gonna use a little bit of momentum. I have to scoot back. You're gonna point your feet so you can roll over the tops of your feet and come up to your all fours. Now you're gonna cross your legs the other way, right? So when you go back, come back, roll back up, and you're in your high boat. One more time, same idea. Cross the legs, whichever one's on top is fine. Come back up. Here we are. Now you're gonna tuck your toes. I'll get in the camera and lift up to down dog. Please. I'll just sort of make more use of the back of my mat rather than the front of my mat so I can stay in the picture. Okie dokie. Let's take a plank pose. Then we're gonna take our hips to the floor, so you go to a high cobra. I'm taking my thighs to the floor, tops of the feet also. I'm gonna roll to my outer right hip, look over my left shoulder. Roll through the center, outer left hip, look back, there's my right foot. Hello, feet. Right, and then inhale back to center. All fours here, tuck the toes, lift the knees, you're back in down dog. And then we're gonna step right foot forward, left knee down. We'll go right arm up, left toes up to the sky. So that's a pretty shape. Can't get mad at that, right? Hand and toes to the floor. Left knee lifts, right leg straightens, and we're going just a quick and easy triangle pose. Okay, so that's our little warm up. Pretty easy shape. Left hand down. That's kind of the structure of our sequence, and then we'll just kind of decorate it as much as we can. Okay. All right, left foot forward, right knee down, left arm up and right foot up. So This is pretty standard. It's a step to a lunge. It's a generous little thigh stretch, twist, and an arm reach. Hand down, toes down, knees up, legs straight, triangle pose. Okay, so your back heel is down. Yay. This is just enough to get you feeling all parts of your body without any concern that anything gets frozen or stuck or left behind. Okay, left knee bends, step that back, down dog. We are going to do some vinyasas here because I've been missing doing that little sequence of shape. So inhale the flat two plank pose, exhale the chaturanga. All right, inhale for a cobra or up dog. I'm going cobra to up dog, so it's your choice, feeling those toes, back to down dog. Okay, so we're going to include a little bit on that floor and that core. Let's see if I can turn this because I don't want you to lose any of the visual if you need it. Okay, so my target is to pull my knees through my arms and forward and cross my ankles while doing so. We can also just jump to a cross-ankled sit and then go behind the feet, right? So that looks like this. And we're gonna go right into your low boat and over the left shoulder. Legs stay constant, but you're twisting your sort of mid to upper back and shoulders. Inhale through center and then pull the knees wide. I almost missed the wide part. So it's a C curve. You low boat, arms over the head, over the right shoulder. Okay, so I'm modifying due to the wall, keeping the hips constant. So it might take a little squeeze of the glutes to get there. Inhale through center, knees wide, feet cross, so you can roll over the feet, plant the hands, and you could hop, step, or jump and get yourself to all fours and then to plank pose or down dog. Let's do that little squishy side thing that we did before, but we'll add a little more. So this is kind of our intermediary sequence. Inhale the plank, right? As you drop your hips down to go to high cobra, you turn over, look to the left, or to the right, sorry. Left hip comes up, push the right hip to the floor. Then you're gonna lower back down, there's kind of a reversal, left hip, back to the middle cobra, look over over your left shoulder, right? Heels go to the right, and then hips go up, and you give a little push back. So you're gonna get a lot of obliques there. Come back, right hip, center, to all fours, and then tuck the toes, down dog. Okay, inhale, right foot forward, left knee down, right arm up, and then right hand reach back for left foot. Here's where we try to be a little bit more sort of kooky with this one. Holding the foot, pick up that left arm, and reach. Your eyes could go up if that doesn't throw you entirely off your balance. That heel is coming forward for a thigh stretch, and you're got a kind of a back bend, twist, turn, shoulder reach towards the back. All right, toes down, I almost fell out of that one. Pick up the knee, straighten the front, and go for triangle pose. This triangle pose, right? So we're really working on turning the rib cage, turning the heart, pressing down that left hip down towards your left heel, right? If you push it to your toes of that left foot, it's gonna kind of push everything forward and kind of crank into your low back. But if you stick into the heels and then just press down through the toes, this is gonna give you that brightness that feels sort of very heartfelt, right? So right here, we're now gonna go up to warrior two. So you pick up, right knee bends. This is kind of kooky. You're gonna keep the legs just like this, but you're gonna twist over your left shoulder towards the back. So I'm going kind of a sort of a low version of a reverse, right, of a goddess variation, a reverse warrior. And this is gonna kind of give you a little bit more of a sweep up as the right arm goes up. And you can cartwheel, hands down, right leg back, three-legged dog, hip open. Okay, now when the knee comes forward to tuck in towards your face, you're gonna take this down to chaturanga. Foot steps back, heart goes forward and up, and then hips go back, down dog. Okay, left foot goes forward, right knee goes down, foot and arm up. And as a reminder, you can always just stay with this shape. So those little kind of part B's and then eventually part C you can omit them, right? So you know the basic structure. Right arm up, I'm going eyes up, and if you notice when you take your eyes up, your balance changes. It has nothing to do with what's wrong with your body. There's nothing wrong. It's just that our eyes are a part of our equilibrium. So when we change our sight line, our heart feels like it has to change its position too. So when our heart changes position, we get a different logic to our surroundings. Right arm is up. That's kind of a deep way of thinking about sort of the way we work internally and project into our environment. Okay, I'm using that right arm to pull up to stand. Okay, then you get that warrior two, and we're going for that awkward version. It's kind of a scrambled version of a reverse warrior. So legs don't change. Left knee stays over the left heel. I'm rotating first towards the back, and then I'm reaching towards the back of the right foot, and I'm more like a C-curve tuck reach through that left arm. So you'll get a lot of that feeling from your sort of lower aspect, those fibers of the low back, up into the rib cage, through the arm even, okay? Whee! Take that back up, and we cartwheel those arms down. Whoo, yay. We take that to a three-legged dog, open hip. I always like a little look over, look-see to that foot. Use your exhale, tuck the knee in, and then go for that chaturanga. Okay, up dog, sit down dog. Here's the last part of our intermediary, our sort of middle sequence. We're gonna jump through to sit into a high boat. So if that's not a jump, then you just step it through with your knees, right? Crossing the ankles, right? I'm gonna do a little jump. Trying to go as slow as possible. High boat to low boat. All right, arms over the head, reach and roll. This is gonna be a little cute moment where you're gonna bend the right knee. You're gonna reach that right leg up. Right, not much else going on. Still the hips, pretty balanced on the floor. Just turning in the shoulders, lifting through the right leg. Ooh, back through the middle. Wide knee tuck. Low boat. First, arms over the head. Roll over onto that right shoulder. And it's the left leg up to the sky. Right, so you're almost getting that feeling like your left hip is hugging more towards your right ribs, which are also at the same time rolling away from that hip. Oh, the paradoxes. Come back down. Yay. Knees bend. Adjust. Here we go. Cross the ankles. Roll over the feet. Hop to all fours. And back to down dog. So, feeling pretty good. Hope you are too. I'm right next to, there it is, a banjo. So whenever I use a little slightly higher tone in my voice, we get this little reverberating echo, which is kind of cute, right? So put the joy in that and send those sound waves into the earth. Okay, let's do that little sort of squishy turn. Come forward to plank pose. Drop your hips. Awesome. We're gonna go to the outer left hip, look over your right shoulder. We're gonna pick up the hips, and here is a side plank. Okay? And now right here, I'm gonna go right elbow, that's the top arm, and right knee to touch. And then right hand to the floor, right leg back, three-legged dog. Step the foot forward, super sweet. Take the left knee down, and the right arm up. Okay, first, reach the right hand back, find the foot, thigh stretch. Then you're gonna take the left arm up to the sky and then hook it to the outside of the right knee. You're gonna turn your chest even more and bring your left thumb right to the center of your heart. Okay, so you got a thigh stretch, this kind of amazing feeling of going deep into this lunge pose. Okay, let the foot go. Take the arms back, and you can smoothly transition that right up into a triangle pose, right? Right through the chest, so this is not cranky in the low back, and right arm forward. Right, we're gonna bend the right knee. You think you're going to reverse warrior, well maybe start that from reverse warrior, and then we're gonna dive down toward that left big toe here. That way, you straighten that left leg, right leg, you can get right back into your dancing warrior. I'm taking my butt all the way to the floor. So this is like part C to part D. I'm gonna take my left knee inward so you can bow forward over that right leg. It's a little kooky, but for your hamstring's sake, we really just kind of took it into a global sort of realization of joy. And you'll notice when we come out of hamstring work, you feel just that sort of really beautiful sense of energy and excitement, right? Come back into your dancing warrior. Woo! We're gonna come into a low lunge, right? Back to the right foot. And then we're gonna add this because it's the last time this side. Left heel goes left, right foot steps over. You're gonna take first a little tap down, butt to the floor, and then reach, right arm. Okay, right hand comes back, so you can tuck your right knee in. And then you can go regular chaturanga or three-legged chaturanga, so like wherever your energy is in this little short sequence today, right? Up dog to down dog. Finishing, last side. Inhale to plank. Okay, drop your hips to cobra. Look over your left shoulder. Turn your heels right. When the hips come up, so is that left arm. So you have a side plank, right? Little Vashisthasana action. And it's left elbow, left knee, and then left hand to the floor. Right heel up, three-legged dog. Open hip. Okay, step the foot forward. So cute. Right knee down, right foot up, left arm up. Okay, first the thigh stretch. Okay, so you get to hold that foot, the belly in, the arm up, and then you're gonna hook, the elbow to the outside of the knee. And so as you turn and brighten and fill into your left side of the ribs, there you are, right thumb, make some adjustments to the center of your heart, and chin and eyes up. Okay, in a graceful transition, right, you can let go of the foot, you land with tucked toes, so you can push into that left heel, and you can reverse cartwheel to reveal yourself in your triangle pose. Right, nice, big, long diaphragmatic breath, so don't choke yourself with talking right now like I am. Left arm up, okay? As the knee bends, this sweeps you all the way back, so you just kind of pass through that warrior two. You go for the dive back towards that right foot, and that also then kind of unravels you first to your dancing warrior, right? And you take your time, just kind of owning every bit of this transition that gets you to your left butt, that brings the right knee in. You're gonna notice there's something really awesome about this practice of that inner spiraling, inner rotation of that right thigh bone, femur bone, and then a nice bow. You'll feel like your bow is coming more from that difficult position that tends to be when the knee is the other way, right? So here you get that full experience of right sort of low back, right oblique side out towards that left foot. Right, lots of talking. Right knee up, right, happy holidays. Right knee up into that right heel, lean into your dancing warrior. Sweep into your low lunge. Make sure you're not going to kick the wall as you go to your three-legged dog. Okay, we're good. And then you take that three-legged dog first, a little left foot tap. Take the butt down, you can make sure you're good in that right wrist. Whee! And run into your closet. Right? Reaching into a beautiful wild thing. Left hand to the floor. Okay, so you go from three-legged dog, you tuck that knee in, and then yogi's choice if you want that three-legged chaturanga. Up dog to down dog. Yay! All right, inhale to all fours, right? Come to all fours and stand on your knees for a sec. Ooh, we're in good timing. So, I was thinking of an ornament pose that I really enjoy and I've been enjoying a lot lately. I've been practicing this at the gym. I'm trying to think of a way to show this off. I'm gonna turn this off. That was the timer. I know it's been 20 minutes. I want to share this with you. It's been pretty cute. So this is how I've been doing it. I'm showing it from this side because I think it'll translate better this way, okay? My left foot is stepping out in front, and I'm basically doing that lunge we've been practicing. But I'm gonna take my right foot and jog it over to my left. So my right shin is parallel to the front of the mat at this time, or the back of the mat, however you wanna look at it, right? And I'm gonna take this into a sweet little reach, right hand towards that left foot, left leg is gonna go to straighten, and then when I bend the left knee, my right elbow is gonna go to the floor, right? And then very cute, you're gonna walk your left shoulder underneath your left leg, my right hand is reaching to my left foot, and then you're just gonna hold the bottom of the foot, you're gonna tuck your head onto that right bicep, and you're gonna straighten that left leg. I don't know, is this, can you even see this? Can you even see this? Let's see if I can make it more. Oh, this is a challenge, right? When you don't have a lot of space, right? Where are you? So left arm went underneath that left leg. My head is on my right arm, and as I stick my butt back, my left foot actually comes off the floor. Right, so that's kind of like a crunchy little ornament pose. Maybe I'll just stick to the sort of parameters of the mat. Left knee bends, jog that right foot in, fix, step back, and we switch sides. So now it's right foot forward, and I'll see if I can translate this just in real time on my mat. So right knee is bent, that's fun. You pivot on that left knee so the foot goes over to the right. This is just kind of nice to start with, right? I often express sort of the inequality of what we focus on in our body, and we often don't go for those inner thighs. I think partly because in them being ignored, right, then they tend to be a little bit sassy once we then go to try to move into the world and have like a slip and fall injury, or if we need some PT, right, on those, and they're like, oh, should have worked on those inner thighs. That and glutes, right? All those PTs want to tell us that. Okay, whatever. So my left hand is going to reach. This is just that preparatory right knee bend. And that's nice and on its own too. When the knee bends, then you could take the elbow down. That's also fine. Place to start. Right arm is going underneath right knee. Okie dokie. And then I'm going to reach my left hand towards my right foot as I bow my hips back. My right arm is kind of shelving that straight right leg, and I'm looking underneath my arm, maybe back towards your left heel. Right, checking all your goods. All the ornaments, still good. Bend, knee, jog, foot back, and we'll just sweep that right knee back. Right, so in a nutshell, we got towards that. I don't know if the lighting or the camera was right for that shape. It's all very sort of insulated and underwise. It's an undercarriage pose. But even if you had to abstract that or make do and kind of use your intuition, I think that is the best way of accessing your authentic self, which is creative, right, and playful. And since we're dealing with this new reality, or we in this cycle for good, for a long while at least, that's what we have. So we have plenty to play with. Lots of joy, lots of love to all of you, right? Namaste, and thank you, right? So I'll bow to you and have the best day, whatever it is you're doing. Stay cute. Talk soon. See you later.